Welcome back, people. It's a late night episode of the Taxi Squad podcast. The boys are back together in Florida. We have a fun road show for you. We're going to get into this whole podcast deal. But before we do, like, follow, and subscribe. Maybe share it with a friend. We got strange and unusual topics about golfers wrecking cars and doing some illicit objects and substances. We also have a little MLB talk. Opening day was a nightmare. We also have a little NBA talk. Some people are in the news for all the wrong reasons. We got a little NCAA basketball tournament talk. Final Four, Elite Eight, absolutely electric. And of course, some NFL talk. It's a Taxi Squad podcast.
Come on, everybody, celebrate. The Taxi Squad is here today. So lose the blues, kick back and relax for now. They talk about sports and stupid stuff. They're probably wrong and it might get rough. So welcome back. It's the Taxi Squad. Yeah.
Vince.
Yes.
You're sitting next to me.
I'm sitting right next to you in a hotel room in Florida. I have my arm on a ironing board.
That's a chair. That's the cuck ironing board.
No, if I sat on this, it would break apart. No, this is great. We are in a wild setup right now. A TV with our logo on the back. Nice.
Oh, come on.
Nice little remote control next to you. Come on. No, it's good. It's good. I'm glad to be here. I'm happy to be here. It's always a pleasure being with you, Michael. And
it's always a pleasure being with you.
I'm happy to talk about sports because a lot of wild and wacky things happened this week, buddy.
Yeah, it's been a wild and wacky week to say the very least, Vince. We've been traveling like crazy, man. This is just, I've been going nonstop. The road show of road shows.
You haven't had a home show in a while.
I have not had a home show in a while. Next week will be needed. I'm looking forward to it. For now, I mean, hey, we're taking advantage and making the most of what we got.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, this time we got good angles. Next, I can
decent angles.
Reach out and touch.
Reach out and touch face.
Exactly.
Yep.
Staying at a pretty epic property here in Kissimmee, Florida. Can't discuss the location because NDAs and whatnot.
I done.
But we're doing big things out here, and it's been a lot of fun.
Yes, sir.
Needless to say. So, Vince, this week was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of things happened in sports. Of course, without any hesitation last week. It's Wednesday. We record the podcast.
Did it happen on Thursday last week?
It literally happened on Thursday.
Oh, boy.
Strange and unusual things happen on Thursday, people.
Buddy.
I don't know what more to say other than Tiger Woods is back in the news for another potential alleged driving while intoxicated.
When does it become not strange and unusual if it happens so many times? That's my question. We're looking at this like it happened, and I was like, of course it did.
He's doing this golf league on ESPN that's in the dome.
It's
deal.
kind of fun.
It's kind of fun. I think it's really lame. It's like you go pay and see professional golfers playing a golf simulator.
Yeah, but they're still good.
Yeah.
It's team and all that's all fun. It's kind of like the anti-live movement.
But how realistic is it? There's no wind. There's no real...
It applies to it, but I know hitting it is... you can't take that much credence to it. But that's the thing. It's kind of like fun. It's supposed to be like a fun thing that they're doing. So
either way.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's fine. But truly, we have this conversation a lot. Why is he driving himself anywhere? And I know the argument's it's his own solace and it's the only thing he can do as a normal person. And golf Twitter was going off and it was just I feel bad for him and I'm not going to talk shit about him. It's dude, if you do it once, bad guy, right? Second chance, you're okay, Tiger's got a problem. Third time, not even for an oncoming traffic. I think he hit the side of a trailer and just flew off the road again. Blue got zeros. They found oxycodone in the car maybe or something like that, but we don't know if he was on it, whatever it may be. It's just more dude.
He refused to take any sort of blood test for an analysis of drugs in his system.
Or urine too or something like that too.
He also refused to take a drug test or a urine analysis, which one would assume that's kind of guilty. But
also that's smart to not.
Any lawyer in their right mind would tell you other than to drop anything. So you just simply just say, I'm not doing any of those things. Arrest me. So in a court of law, none of those things can be applicable. Ask me how I know these things. There's been some dark days. No. Anyways.
Dude, so Woods attempted to go around a flatbed truck at a high rate of speed, according to Martin County Sheriff. Had to swerve due to oncoming traffic and hit the truck. Did not suffer any injuries. Did exemplify signs of impairment, is what they said. He broke silence, it said. Donald Trump said before the accident, Woods would not participate in the golf's biggest event. Let's see what he ends up saying here. Let's scroll down here and see if I can get on his hotel. I've been trying this body. It doesn't recover like 24 or 25. Doesn't mean I'm not trying. I've been trying for a while, but I keep trying. I want to play. I love the tournament. Yada, yada, yada. I'm going to be there either way with the loop that's going up there as well as the Champions Dinner. So he's going to the Masters.
Well,
he's going to be there.
Who knows, man? I mean, it's one of these situations where, to your point, why don't you have a driver after your history? And this makes me come to the conclusion that he's been doing some shit in this car.
Yeah.
That he doesn't want anybody to know about.
Yeah, I mean, him in cars he might equally be the best driver and the worst driver in the world.
And listen, he's no Lewis Hamilton.
No.
Might be the Lewis Hamilton of golf.
He's the best driver.
I say, yeah, nice play on words.
Driver.
Nice play on words. But truly, Cameron brought this up on the Cam and Mace podcast.
And he's the number one real talk news source.
And he is a real talk news source. He's saying, dog, you don't have a driver. Something's up.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm paraphrasing. That means you don't want anybody to know what you're doing in your car. You don't even want a driver to know what's doing in your car.
It's true.
So chances are he's up to some, illicit tests in his car.
I said, he's going to step away and seek treatment. He says, like I said. First time, okay, like you shouldn't be judged on your worst. How people say that, like you shouldn't be judged on the worst. That's not you as a person. You do it twice, you're like, okay, this might be like a habit or something like that. You do it 3 times, it's like, okay, like something's going on, Tiger.
So Tiger, I think, some of the sins of his father are kind of catching up with him. I don't know if anybody's seen the HBO Max documentary.
Yeah, his dad was
Tiger.
a piece of shit.
His dad was not a very good dude.
Yeah.
All time, not a good dude. Scotch of a womanizer, and also had some drinking issues. Like would keep his own like Winnebago on golf sites while his son would go out and golf with a golf pro, and he would be back in the Winnebago
knocking him back with
some
knocking boots,
young ladies cheating on Mama Tig. Mm-hmm. There were some things there, but once said on this podcast many moons ago, Tiger, we love you, whole face and all, because truly this man is one of the best golfers to ever play the game.
Stop driving your car. You're just putting people in danger. You just got to quit it.
I don't know if he's putting people in danger. He's putting more of himself in danger than he
but
is
you
anything.
still are if you're like that. I mean, if he had 2 opioid pills in his pocket, told police he was looking at his phone before the crash.
Well, this tells you, to his comment, this body doesn't recover the way it used to. He's had hip surgery, knee surgery.
Oh, that's fine. Don't drive.
Well, Vince, once again, maybe he's doing a lot of these and he just doesn't want anybody to know about it.
That's clearly what's happening, Mike.
Exactly. So
there's no question. It's just you can't do that.
He needs to get off of the Percocet.
Yeah.
And that's it. And that's all you can say.
Or just get a driver.
Well, get a driver with one of those privacy windows.
Yeah.
You could do
driver, please roll down the partition, please.
See?
Yeah.
So there you have it.
Listen to Auntie Beyonce.
See, you could do that.
Yeah.
You could do this whole thing in a way that you are private, or you could have all your drivers sign NDAs. There's another way of legally just saying, I'm going to be a degenerate.
And clearly,
don't pay attention to it.
It depends on what he's up to, but isn't he dating a Trump? I wonder how she feels about it.
Is he dating a Trump?
I thought he was, or like Donnie Jr.'s ex-wife or some shit like that.
Is he really?
I don't know. I heard something.
Well, he likes to play in the snow.
Yeah,
literally and figuratively.
Yep,
and that's okay. Like, hey, I get it.
Hey, man,
I get it.
Yeah, it's 2026.
His track record, but he has kind of put the Maloik on Lindsey Vonn because look what happened to her knees.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
They exploded. Yep. Poor thing. She's done competing in the Olympics.
She's
and
in
who
the
knows?
woods now. Yeah.
Tiger D gets near, stay in the clear.
Yep.
Right. So
They say that about Bengals. Maybe they should say that about Woods. I'm with you. But overall, it's just like, stop. Again, do what you want in your own time, but you shouldn't be operating a motor vehicle doing that because other people are on the road and it can be dangerous. And he's lucky that every accident he's been in has been single inflicted on himself.
he must not be shitting well because,
That must be it.
Well, there.
I was going to
Well,
say, that was my argument. He was like, he must not be pooping well.
must be shitting well because if you think about it, you're not thinking clearly when you're constipated.
That's it.
Your brain just isn't firing on all cylinders.
Tiger Woods arrested for not being able to shit.
The pain meds notoriously back you up. It's like a thing. So who knows? He's got,
That's a stretch, Michael.
He's got a couple pounds of backed up shit in him. He's got, a few perks.
Yeah.
And he's driving a vehicle scrolling TikTok. It's just not a good plan.
He must have to poop. Yeah.
He's got to poop.
He should have stopped at the Quick Trip, squeezed one out, and he would have never been in
Get
this
a
in the
little
first place.
colon broom, clear the
Okay.
system
I
out.
use that.
Right?
Yeah.
Colon broom, if you're listening to this podcast, we're open.
Yeah.
Right?
Please sponsor us, Coleman Broom, for Tiger's sake.
We're trying to clear the pipes for Tiger, okay?
Yep.
He gets the pain because I think the man is in pain in more than one way. He's got a shit.
Okay. That's a wild move there, but
Fair.
no, it's not.
It's a fair theory,
Fair to
Vince.
who?
You're fair. Okay. You're backed up full of fucking shit from, a
you
year.
must crash your car into a trailer bed.
So one could say he's full of shit. He's on drugs and allegedly on drugs. And he's doing the best operating a motor vehicle.
he's not. He shouldn't be, and that's the end goal there.
But hey, the Masters comes soon. Best song in sports.
Hey, but best driver, worst driver, and yeah, we got the Masters in a week and a half, 2 weeks. So
Who's your early pick, Vince?
I don't know. Let Brooksy do it again, dude. Why not?
Coked out Brooks?
Why not?
You ever want to see somebody on the cocaine? You look up a video of Brooks Koepka
At the Florida Panthers game?
I mean, hey, he's kind of a tool.
That's more allegedly than Tiger Woods. Yeah, Brooks is definitely kind of a tool. That's
Listen,
kind of,
nobody plays with their nose that much and looks that focused on any hockey
professional
game unless
golfer
something
and
else is
tool
going
is
on.
a synonymous trait. Let's be for real.
Yeah, it helps focus.
Let's be for real.
Somebody said today golf is the one sport that you could do one time and be just as good as like Tiger on one shot. But the difference is he does it 10 out of 10 times and you might do it one
That's
out
exactly
of every 30.
it, dude.
Right?
I've hit it 3 inches from the pin before, and I'm like, I'm good at this. And then the next drive went into the woods. So
See?
such
Exactly.
is life.
Exactly.
Pun intended.
It's a very fickle
Dude,
bitch of a game.
You ever
As
think
is
about that?
life.
Hell of a name for a guy that hits fairways every time.
Who's that?
Tiger Woods.
Almost like it was planned.
Yeah, but he doesn't hit it in the woods, so it's just not a thing. But great driver, bad driver, Tiger Woods. But he's not the only strange and unusual, Mike, unless we want to talk about this guy later.
No, let's talk about it now.
Okay. The Bulls waived Jayden Ivey for conduct detrimental to the team. Jayden Ivey in a trade with the Pistons, which included Kevin Huerter, amongst others. He was the former number 5 overall pick. He comes to the Bulls, and you're like, maybe he's got something left in him. There's conversations about like, hey, like, his mentals might not be there. And then he goes on Instagram, I want to say over the weekend, maybe on Monday, and goes on a 45-minute religious psychosis rant that ended up going into anti-gay comments.
Ooh, Kanye.
And, it was under the guise of religion, but he paused and for 2 minutes told everybody how much he liked apple pie. So that he was on some fucking shit, dude. I watched maybe 5 minutes of it and I was like, this is too much for me right now. He argued his waiver resulted from his faith, claiming the NBA teams rejected him for being too religious. I think it's because you're a psychopath, a little bit. He gets waived. It makes a lot of sense to me, but some people are fighting against it. One, including Travion Henderson, running back for the Patriots, said, like, your belief in God, people will fight against it, but like stay with it and, you will be rewarded or whatever in the afterlife. And it's just like, maybe you don't have to go. Like, because that's the thing. People are like, this is against constitutional rights or whatever. It's like, it is a private entity and they can kind of fire people for however they want. I mean, they waived him. Anybody else can pick him up, and they don't want him because they're like, he's not good enough to deal with this. It's the reality of the situation.
So, Vince, do you have the quotes of what he said?
It's 45 minutes, Mike.
It's like a rant?
Yeah.
Can they summarize the rant?
He...
Give me a quote from the rant.
Okay, so on February 19th, he did say the old J.I. is dead. And that was the beginning of like, oh, he's kind of up to something. Something's happening. He said, I'm alive in Christ no matter what basketball setting. I'm born again in the Holy Spirit, been saved by Jesus Christ. No matter how many DMPs I don't get to play, no matter how many points I score, those things are temporary things. Jesus is not going to say on Judgment Day, how many points did you score? Jesus is not going to say February 19th, why didn't you play, Jayden? He's going to be like, what did you do for my kingdom? Do you believe in my name? Do you love me? Did you keep my commandments? Did you repent your sins? Are you free from your sin? And there's only one form in Jesus Christ. They proclaim Pride Month in the NBA. They proclaim it. Ivy said in the video, they show it to the world. They say, come join us for Pride. The Pride Month celebrate unrighteousness. They proclaim it. They proclaim it on the billboards. They proclaim it on the streets, unrighteousness. So how is that one can't speak righteousness? How are you going to say one man's crazy? All I'm preaching is about Jesus Christ, and they wave me, right? They said I'm crazy, right? I'm psycho, Ivy said. God let these things happen for a reason. His will be done. May his will be done, not my will. My will is done.
Okay. So chances are he was fine until he got to the anti-GAY comments, right?
Yep.
And if he doesn't go there and he just professes his love to Jesus Christ,
Yep.
that's fine. Mm-hmm. But when you start to get into this fine line in a very woke America, especially with all the things
in the NBA too, when they do all that stuff.
It's the NBA, right? I get it. In all major sports leagues, they're doing it.
But
it's
also,
not just them.
If this is Kevin Durant, he's not getting waived.
No, exactly.
But he's not.
That's
he's
the thing.
not good
enough. If you're
enough.
really good, you're not going to get waived. But the juice isn't worth the squeeze on somebody who's had a career.
Kyrie did some shit too, and you were like, "Oh man,
it's Kyrie though."
But then he goes, right, he's not good enough to have a distraction like this on the team. That's why he got waived, not because that's because he loves God. It's because he's not good.
A slew of injuries after being the number 5 pick just didn't work out in Detroit. That team got loaded, and they're competing in the East, and probably going to be the 2 or 3 seed when it's all said and done. And frankly, the Pistons were like, we're done. We'll get what we can for him, which was a 2nd-round draft pick and somebody else.
Yep.
And then they're like, okay, we're washing our hands. And this kid's clearly kind of just... He's not getting the playing time he deserves.
He doesn't deserve it. He thinks he deserves it.
Well, he thinks he deserves it because everybody told him his whole life he was the shit.
They can waive him for poor play. Like, what are we doing?
You could be waived for poor play, and that's probably half of it, and you're a distraction to the team. So Billy Donovan's going to look at this and say, yeah, we're done.
Yep.
And, I hate to say it, but Jerry doesn't like that shit either. Well, Jerry doesn't want noise.
Yeah, and it's also like, you got to get mad at Arturas Kartasovas for getting him in the first place and not looking into this. And then also it's like I guess, like, again, like, I saw some tweets that were like, I heard Patrick Williams was in the back agreeing with everything he said because they wanted to waive him too.
Well, chances are, it's one of these things. He wanted to go anyways, and he knew if he showed out and said something that was semi-controversial, he could go play in fucking Brazil.
What? If it's just the Bulls having an issue, watch anybody else pick him up. And if they don't, then clearly it has something to do with something.
Basketball has become such a global sport. Hypothetically, if you make a few handful, 10, call it $20 million in 3 to 5 years.
Go play in Israel.
Go play.
They got teams.
BB would not enjoy his rhetoric. But
he did say God. He never said Jesus.
Well, if he was to go play in New Zealand or China or anyone, he's kind of just chilling.
Yep.
A lot of guys do that after they retire.
Cam Crowley's playing in Spain right now.
Yeah, Gilbert Arenas is playing in China. Like
Pat Bev went to Dubai or something like that.
Right.
Yeah.
So there's professional sports kind of in almost every country. So he can go do this in most places and be just fine. And maybe this was his way of just being like, fuck it, I don't want to live in the States anymore. Or I'll go play, for the Globetrotters or some shit. Or somebody will pick him up next year after the smoke blows over. He'll go try out for somebody and, maybe be a 6-man somewhere. But
get your knee better, and he's not going to.
He has admitted that he is not the same player he has.
The old J.I. is gone, dude.
Right. So I don't even know if he was ever there.
He was so good in college.
Where'd he play?
I think he was. UConn.
Okay, fair enough.
If I'm not mistaken.
I get you want to profess your love to the Lord and Savior you believe in, and you were fine until you made it a little dicey on the anti-GAY
He was Purdue.
talk.
Yeah, he was Purdue. Yeah.
Okay, so Purdue guy, he was very good at the time, coming out of a school that is clearly a powerhouse in the Big Ten for basketball every single season. That's their sport. So, okay, this was his way of getting out. He's out. Bulls still suck. That's the answer.
Jayden Ivey reportedly used to ask Bulls reporters if they fornicated before marriage.
Oh, dear God.
You could tell he was just like, they call it religious psychosis, I think.
Well, Kanye went through some of this too with the Jesus is Lord album.
You get very God heavy, and then everything everybody else does is like you get spited. That's detrimental to the league and to the team. Like, that is.
Everybody's entitled to their beliefs, and I respect everybody's belief system, but you don't have to, draw a line in the sand with everything.
Well, and he's going to play like, none of them wanted me because of my religion. It's like, dude, you just sucked, and you shouldn't have. That's the reality of it.
To your point, if this was Kevin Durant coming out saying all this, chances are they're just like, oh, he had a bad day.
Yeah. We're going to get him help, and he's going to stay on the team. If
he's going to go to
Cunningham, Shea, anybody that was a good player. He just wasn't good enough. This is the legitimate bark wasn't worth the bite argument.
He's going to go to a shrink and be just fine. We'll figure it out because he drops 30 a night. But that's not the case here.
Yep.
And the Bulls still suck.
You want to know who posted about it?
Who?
Fox News.
Hey, of course, Fox News posts about it.
Jayden Ivey goes on social media, ran after being waived to make comments criticizing Pride Month. I'm not going to read that. I have no interest.
Well, okay. Yeah, fun fact, half of your government is pedophiles.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's just like, dude.
Yeah.
Again. If you were,
don't get me going down a rabbit hole.
If you were better, you wouldn't be in this situation, and that's the long and short of it.
I would like to politely remind everybody that in case you didn't know, there's a Batman comic book series by the name of The Court of Owls, and it is about a secret society that runs governments and corporate America. And the older I get, the more I believe it might be real.
My brother was saying this shit a long time ago, and I was like, you're a psycho, and now it's...
Well...
Yeah. But if you have opinions on the current state of the American government or Jayden Ivey's or Tiger Woods' crash, go ahead and call it and air it out. 312-725-2107. 312-725-2107. Leave us a message. We will play it live on the podcast and react to it in real time.
Love that for us.
Baseball is back and it's as bad as we thought it was, but maybe kind of fun because the White Sox can't score.
Put me in, coach. I'm ready to play.
Dude,
and
the thing is, you have to pitch.
I bet the White Sox over this season on wins, which was 70
I told
plus.
you that was dumb.
And I'm not feeling good about it.
Yeah.
They're currently 1-3. There's a lot of baseball left to play, so I'm not panicking.
Yeah, I was gonna say they have 160 games left, Mike, or 158 games left. We're fine.
Well, this is the sign of a bad team, and the only thing I mean by that is when your head coach or general manager or manager is stating that, we got to clean some things up.
Yeah.
After losing 3 in a row to the Brewers, granted, very good baseball team.
Brewers are good, yeah.
Very good baseball team. Went to the, NLCS last year, was an NLDS. Close enough.
Yeah.
They're a very good baseball team, and they usually run the table in the Central next to the Cubs. You played a very good baseball team. You almost won one of those games and didn't get swept. Let's get into it for a second.
Oh, dude.
So, game 1, opening day, we start in Milwaukee, which is an interesting start. Nice little start. You kind of start in a dome. You don't have to freeze your balls off. And then they go to Miami, which is also nice. But here we are. So the Sox in game 1 seemingly are off to a hot start. Chase Meadroth, lead off dinger.
Yeah.
All right. So we're off to a nice little start. Shout out Chase Meadroth, like the potential.
Yep.
Then floodgates. Pitching isn't good.
It was bad.
Starter gets pulled after 4. Who started? Fetty?
Shane Smith, right?
Shane Smith starts. Shane Smith gets pulled after 4 after giving up 4 earned runs, and then it was just off to the races.
Yeah.
The Brewers scored 14 runs in 9 innings.
He got pulled after 4 outs, not 4 innings.
There we go. 4 outs.
1.2.
So,
yeah.
I digress.
Yeah.
This game was close to a White Sox record of the largest margin loss since 1991, which, reminding everyone, is 34 years ago, about to be 35. Mm-hmm. And that was 16-0. Now, mind you, in 1991, they were actually quite good.
Which they didn't do. Yeah. I mean, I saw Ben Verlander, brother of Justin and Fox correspondent, who also says dumb shit all the time. But he said the White Sox aren't going to be good, but they're going to be fun. And I agree with that.
Like the Bulls? You said that about the Bulls.
They're fun, but they're not good. Yeah, right. Like you watch them and you're not like bored. Like the thing with them is the White Sox are going to strike out a lot, and their pitching is bad. We kind of knew that going into this. This isn't news. But I will say Murakami, first 3 games, 3 bombs. Like there's guys to watch on this team. Meadroff right away, Colson Montgomery right away, Acuna double steal, goes in for the score. Like it's fun to watch. It's just like they're bad. I mean, hell, they won yesterday. We're recording this on Tuesday, so Monday they go into Miami and they beat them 9-4,
and they lose tonight.
And then they go in today and they lose 9-2. Like they're not a good team. They're not going to have a winning record, but it's not going to be the most boring base. But the last 2 years have been horrible to watch, and they were bad. This is at least kind of fun because you think at least one guy can pop off. They have dudes in the system. They're going to get Rock Chalowski this year. Like there's ways to look up at it, but everybody's saying maybe they'll be sneaky. Yeah, they're not going to be sneaky. They might get 70 wins, Mike.
You can score 9 runs a game, and if you can't pitch and close the game out in the MLB, you're not going to win.
Every sport, there's 2 sides.
Now, mind you,
offense and defense.
You have 2 of the best pitching prospects in all baseball, which is helping. Now, when you see them this year, we'll see. Okay? So
we also got Big Hoss, Braden Montgomery.
I know you got Braden Montgomery in the system as well, which is also very exciting. But to the point, chances are you're not going to see these starters until the second half. So maybe if you can get to a point where by the break you're at 25, 30 wins, you may have a shot to eclipse that 70 mark, but I still don't think it's going to happen.
And they'll be 70 and 93.
That's fine.
70 and 90 or whatever it is, whatever that would end up being. They're not going to be a winning team, but they're going to be fun enough to watch.
I would be okay with 70 wins this year. And I guess
you have to be because that's probably what's going to happen.
My biggest problem with Murakami is like our biggest signing probably in the past decade. And he's clearly shown he has the chops.
Oh, yeah.
But he's not going to be with this team long term.
Right, but maybe he will.
I don't think he will.
Well, just, you look at it. He's signed for a couple years. Ishbia coming in. Maybe he says,
hey. Will even be a factor when the time is right?
I think he will.
2 years?
I think he kind of already is a little bit.
Okay, I'm 40. Are the White Sox a contender? Because we got 6 years.
I mean, no. Okay, are any Chicago sports teams a contender?
I just want for a 40th birthday a winner.
Okay. What is that? 6 years? 7 years? 8 years?
6 years.
Is any team in Chicago going to be a contender in 6 years?
The Bears.
Maybe.
Bears could do it. Cubs are going to probably contend this year. They're not off to a hot start as well. They dropped, 2 of their first 3.
I'm saying the teams that we root for, really. But, like, the Bulls probably aren't. The White Sox probably aren't. Like,
or just sadness.
In our lifetime, it's more realistic to think that they're not. And also, you look at the Bears and you're like, they won a lot of one-run games last year. So
they don't lose by runs, Vince. They lose by scores or points.
I'm in baseball mind. But, no, they won a lot of one-score games, and we've seen that in the past, and maybe that might not work out too. So, like, you can never bet on anything.
This is fair.
You can't.
Let's talk about Sunday for a minute.
Yeah.
So the Sox on Sunday looked like they had just a clean, easy little game ahead of them.
Dude. Okay, so I was at my parents' house, and I was talking to my mom, and I was like, oh, look at this. Colston, Homer, Murakami, 3 in a row. We were all getting a little excited, and I was just like, there's 2 men on, and I was like, oh, I know what this is. It's just open, and then Yelich hits the homer, and you're like, damn it. Oh.
Well, I saw the writing on the wall, too.
Yep.
I turned the game off for a little while because I was watching some NCAA tournament basketball. I was watching Michigan and Alabama. Michigan just definitely proved that.
Michigan's a pretty good basketball team.
Michigan's a very good basketball team, and Alabama thought they were going to have their little drug dealer back, but they didn't.
No.
So, which we'll talk about here in a minute, but flip back to the game. Early on, I saw Colson hit the grand slam in the first inning. I'm like, ooh, 4-0.
Yep.
Then I look again. Then Pereira hits a 3-run bomb. Okay, now we're 7-0. Then we get a couple more runs in the process, and nothing.
Yep.
So
you need there's two sides to the game. There's offense and defense, and they don't have pitching, and we know this.
Let's talk about Sir Anthony Go Fuck Yourself. So Sir Anthony Go Fuck Yourself, a.k.a. Sir Anthony Dominguez, was our top pitching White Sox signee of the offseason.
It's also the fourth game, Mike.
Well, Vince, when you get paid that...
You're the most anti-reliever guy I've ever met, dude. You know who's a free agent? You know who's a free agent right now? You know who got waived?
Liam Hendricks.
We should get him.
No, we shouldn't.
Sign him.
Any bad thing that happened to the White Sox that year was because of him.
He won reliever of the year.
No. Yeah, because he closed out games against Hanley School for the fucking ball.
All right.
There's
excuses.
Go look at the tape. Any good team.
There's excuses every day.
Hey, Sox and 5. Don't forget Sox and 5. Now.
That was...
Yeah.
We believed once.
Like, just defend drafting punters in the fourth round, too.
All right.
But...
You're a hater.
Am I? It's just his ego. It's just his ego of, oh, yeah, we got a guy. So Sir Anthony Go Fuck Yourself comes in relief, bases loaded, okay, pops out first guy. You're like, okay, we got 2 dead, bases loaded. It's 7-5. Just hold here, please, for the love of God, hold here. That didn't happen.
No.
And then Sir Anthony Dominguez is painting the corner. Full count, leaves the ball over the middle, hits the ball right in between the shift. It's that scores 2 run, ties the game.
Yep.
Now 2 outs, runner on first and third. They decide to pinch hit Christian Yelich, which is his first pinch hit appearance since becoming a Brewer, which is kind of fucking crazy. And he did not disappoint. It's an absolute tank.
Right.
Third pitch on the at bat. And he knew it, too, immediately after it left his hand. He was like, oh, fuck. And bomb.
Yep.
And then that was the game. 9-7, Sox lose.
That's about right. Yep.
I just don't understand where Mr. What's the manager's name?
For the White Sox?
Yeah.
We're talking about Getz. What the hell? What the hell, dude? My name recognition's been horrible today.
Yeah, it's okay.
Will Venable, geez.
Venables starts talking in his press conference.
No
we
less.
got some things to clean up. You've been in spring training for the past 2.5 months.
That's what you
What
always...
are we cleaning up?
Stop listening to press conferences and taking them seriously.
Vince, what are we cleaning up?
What is he supposed to say?
We suck. We need to be better.
Why would he say
What does
that
Ben Johnson
as a
say?
leader of men?
What does Ben Johnson say?
If Ben Johnson played 4 games, he's a quarter of the way through the season.
Ben Johnson played 2 games and said, we're not done. We're not dead. If we have that mentality, you're not going to play. And you know what? He called a spade,
Yeah.
and they kept winning.
White Sox aren't dead. They just got some stuff they got to clean up.
Let's clean it up.
Mike, there's 2 games is 40 games in the MLB.
You got a point, Vince. I get it.
It's been 4 games, dude. Or 5 games.
Yeah, I'm still upset.
I know.
Still upset. Trust me, you should listen to Chicago Sports Radio. They're putting a pin in them already.
Dude, I saw, the Cubs lost opening day, and I forgot who it was, but they were like, all right, we're on our first must-win of the season. And I'm like, it's the second game.
Huh?
It's always, like, baseball.
Well, Vince, the Yankees are undefeated, and they're saying the World Series bound, so put that in your pipe.
Call me on
and smoke it.
Memorial Day, and we can start having real opinions on how a team's playing.
You got a point, but these games all count regardless.
I'm with you.
So the Cubs also drop their first, 3 out of 2? Or
They won the second game. They lost the third game, so they went 1-3 in the first.
so they go 1-3 in their first 4.
Yeah.
And they took a game last night against the Angels, lose a series against the Nationals of all team.
No, they went 2-2 in their first 4. Excuse me.
2-2
And then
in
they
first
lost
4.
to the Angels again.
2 and a hard
or
4.
today.
And they're losing the Angels tonight. So 2-3. What could say?
They're 2-3. Yeah.
2-3. So the Cubs aren't off to a great start, but the Cubs always start slow. But I don't think
You're giving a lot more credence to the Cubs than the White Sox for being almost the same record.
Well, look at their payroll
Yeah, but
and look at their talent.
they say money talks, but money doesn't play. You know?
They have pitching. There's the one thing we just
Do
don't
they?
have.
They gave up fucking 6 runs to the Nationals. They gave up 10 runs to the Nationals.
Nationals are kind of a sneaky little team.
Okay.
They're a sneaky
No,
little
they're
team,
not.
dude.
No,
Do you
they're
think
not,
they
dude.
re-sign Nico Horner and Ian Happ? Do you think both guys stay, or one of them leaves? Or
They
both?
already re-signed Nico Horner.
Oh, they did.
They just gave him a lot of money. That's why their payroll's so high. Him and PCA both just got big bags.
Is Nico Horner worth that
I think so.
over Ian Happ?
Well, yes.
Why?
He's younger,
Ian Happ's a Gold Glover.
but he's not as good at the plate. And Nico Horner's faster than him. And and Nico Horner's playing second, but he can play left just as easy. He's also a good shortstop. What they should do is get rid of Dansby Swanson, throw Nico Horner at short, and they get a second baseman.
Well, second base is a fairly difficult thing to do.
But he's a shortstop playing second base. We know that.
Well, Dansby Swanson has a fair amount of payroll, but he's also very good.
He's not a good hitter.
Well, he's a consistent hitter. He's an 8 to 7 hole hitter.
He's
somebody you need in the bottom of the line.
Jason Hayward 2.0 for the Cubs.
A little bit.
Yeah.
They paid him a lot of money to be mid.
To be both a good hitter and fielder. And he's a great fielder, but he's not a good hitter.
Like I said, Gold Glovers. So you have some Gold Glovers, and then you got Bregman. Now, where Matt Shaw fits in all this, maybe, just maybe, Dansby Swanson's something you offload at the deadline.
Matt Shaw plays. He'll play third every other game, and then Bregman will play DH, and you'll figure it out.
Shaw could play second tomorrow. He's little enough.
That's true.
So when you think about it, you already kind of have the moves there. You can offload some salary with Dansby. There's some options there. So something to consider if you're the Cubs. Now, who pitched for the Cubs the second game?
When they won?
Suzuki? No.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Hold on, let me pull.
There was some wind in this game that a lot of people are saying, he's had some problems with the long ball. And there's some issues here.
Ladies love the long ball. Not Kate Horton. I'm on a fucking I'm on a fucking hot iPad right now, and I don't like it. First game, Cade Cavilli gives up 3 hits and 2 earned runs.
No, go to third game.
3 walks. You're talking about a game they lost, yeah?
Yeah. Go to game 2.
6-3. Player stats. Jake Irvin did 5. Nope, that's the Nationals.
Hey, there we go.
Shota
Imanaga.
5 innings, though.
Shota Imanaga has a problem with the long ball. Now, granted, this game he did
last year too, though. He was shut down or long ball.
He leaves the ball over the plate too much. So it goes to say, do you have the ace? Do you have the aces you think you do? Yeah, dare all you want, but if you're getting smoked,
I know, but I don't know if you can win a game every time. You look at that though, and then you look at who was pitching for the Dodgers that just really fucked up. It was really interesting. I mean, Skeen's fucked up.
Well, Skeens had Ellie De La Cruz in the middle of center field acting like a 6th grader. He claimed he got the ball lost in the sun.
Dude, that was so bad. He lost the ball on one, and he just completely misread the ball on the other, and it was...
Not
and
good.
It wasn't De La Cruz, it was O'Neal Cruz.
O'Neal Cruz. Yeah. My bad. Pick a Cruz. Any Cruz will do.
Yeah. Carnival.
Carnival Cruz, man. He just can't judge a fly ball.
Yeah.
So... I don't know if Skeens is all that. Now, Luis Robert.
Him having a 16 ERA after that game was really funny.
Well, he's going to turn it around, too.
He is. You imagine, yeah.
Now, somebody who I really don't like is Luis Robert.
I know.
Coming out in the press and stating that, it's going to be different playing for the Mets and actually be in front of the crowd on opening day and playing in front of fans. I don't know what that's been like for the White Sox over the past, 5 years or whatever it may have been.
Have fun in the 8-hole turbo.
Well... Let's talk about it, Luis Robert. You had a basic .07 WAR.
Yep.
You don't get on base. You had a 184 average.
Yeah.
Over the past 2 years. You can't stay healthy.
Well, that's
and the
thing.
team has been dog shit. So
and Mets fans are arguing, and you're like, just wait until.
Wait till he can't play.
Wait till June and let me know if he's playing. Yeah. Because also there's an argument, too, that the White Sox have, the worst, team as far as, stretching and rehab and
that was
pre-
then.
and post-game. But
then.
Do they now? Who knows?
Well, considering the injuries have subsided, one would tell you that, they have.
Not for him.
Well, not for him, but that's on him.
Yeah.
You're a lazy piece of shit. They were saying towards the end there of the La Russa days that between Eloy Jimenez, Timmy Anderson, Yohan Moncada was just toxic.
They had suggested stretching.
It was toxic. And Yohan Moncada is a lazy piece of shit.
You see what the Angels said?
What'd they say?
There was a report from an unnamed source in the Angels locker room. I was just like, he just seems completely disinterested. And then everybody retweeted it, and they're like, yeah. That's how he's always been, dude.
It's Yohan Moncada. Yohan Moncada's a great athlete, great ball player, just not interested.
Hell of a year, 1 year when he gave a shit, and then he didn't give a shit the rest of the time. It's like, what? But we also, if enough of those things happen over and over again, It's hard to blame it on the guy, and it's easier to blame it on the organization if you're being honest.
Not really. If it
What do you
walks like
mean?
a duck and talks like a duck, it's a duck.
If it happens 4 times,
Well, to Yoan?
okay, so if someone has 4 kids and all 4 of the kids are lazy and assholes, are you going to blame all the kids? Or are you going to blame the parents?
I understand that, but it's Yoan.
And Luis Robert and Eloy Jimenez.
Okay.
All
get
big
it.
prospects. And Michael Kopech
Michael Kopech's actually really good.
on the Dodgers.
Well, that goes to show you. They leave and get better. That's fine.
Because they're going to places that have
Michael
decent...
Kopech is the only one who's left and got that much better. Remember
That's
that.
true. That's a
so,
good point.
Eloy is in the minors somewhere for Tampa.
Someone's saying that he could hit now, and you're like, okay.
Timmy is not playing.
He's making
another-
a comeback documentary, but what happens if he doesn't come back?
Well, yeah, exactly. Then you look like a clown.
Yeah.
And then Yoan, the only reason he's still playing is because he's a freak athlete.
And he plays for the Angels.
And he plays for the Angels.
Yep.
So this is something that you look at where you're like, okay, Luis, shut your mouth. You're not going to be remembered in 5 years from now other than a fizzled star who has
Man,
had
he was
so much
potential.
So much potential. I remember, getting in full-blown baseball conversations with Cardinals fans saying that this was going to be their guy, and we got him, and it was like, okay, yeah, well, considering your stretch of Gold Glove outfielders just must be horrible.
Yep.
So I look at him and say, Luis Robert, politely,
You suck butts.
shut your mouth.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. I love baseball.
I do too. I'm glad it's back.
I'm sad. Also,
Cal Raleig's having a horrible start to the season.
Cal Raleig's off to a slow start. You know who's off to a great start? Dylan Cease. His first start, he looked nails.
He is nails.
And
I like him on that team.
Yeah, he looks good in blue and white. How's the AL Central looking to start the season, Vince?
AL Central is
Tigers.
Guardians.
Ooh, Guardians.
Yeah. It's gonna be Guardians Tigers probably until the end of the year. Maybe the Royals are gonna get in there. The Twins and the White Sox suck ass.
Well, right now it's basically a tie for first in the AL Central. Looks like the Blue Jays might shore up the East, but to Vince's
Mike.
point, it's so early.
Sure. The word choice looks like so the Blue Jays are 4-1, so it looks like they're about to shore up the East.
All right, let's get a look at the West.
There's 158 games.
Rangers got it this year. Poachy's really got something on his hands.
He's not even coaching them anymore, is he?
I think I think you're right.
I thought he left, but just they're going to shore up
Let's
the
face it,
East.
the Tigers have shored up the Central.
There's
It's not even
157
April.
games left. They've shored it up.
I'm just saying it's decided. It's over.
It's over.
Meanwhile, hey, the Sox could surprise some people, so let's keep the faith.
We'll see. Thank you.
Billy
You were the
Joel.
one being negative.
Billy Joel keeping the faith.
But you gotta have faith.
Vince, do you have anything you'd like to discuss in the NBA other than the Jayden Ivey drama?
I do.
Okay.
I want to discuss the MVP race.
Okay.
And how dumb it is. There's a thing now where, MVP voters kind of decide mid-March who's going to win the MVP. And then someone's got to make a real decision.
When does the season end?
It ends
2 weeks?
At the end of April, so I think it's 3.5 weeks.
Okay, so we got a month left.
And Luka Doncic has been on a average 45-point game tear for 3 weeks now. He's realistically probably should be in the lead for MVP. You look at Jokic, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander leads in one category, and it's 3-point percentage. Everything else he does not lead the league in, and he's the consensus MVP right now.
Fair.
It doesn't make any sense. Jokic leads the league in 7 different categories, and he's not because they don't like him as much right now. They're talking about Wemby, but Luka Doncic might deserve the MVP because he's making the Lakers a lot better, and he makes Austin Reeves better, and LeBron's not the same guy he was before, and you're just watching Luka in a showcase right now. And the Lakers have been good recently.
Well, the Lakers, they sit in the 4 seed in the East right now, or the 3?
In the West, they are in the 3. They're 49-26. They're 9-1 in their last 10.
Okay, let's face it. If they play the Nuggets in the first round of the playoffs, which they wouldn't know, they play them in the second round.
They could beat the Nuggets, I think.
I don't think they can.
What do you mean?
Well, what I mean is they don't have the size to compete with them.
Jokic, but if he's the only one eating your lunch,
Yeah, he will eat their
and guess who's
lunch.
playing defense now?
Who?
Luka Doncic.
Dude,
He's been playing D the last couple weeks.
Okay, he has been to a finals. Not going to knock.
And
him
in Western
the-
Conference Finals.
You're right.
Him
I
and
get it.
Jalen Brunson.
I understand it, but let's face it, it's going to be a Thunder and San Antonio Spurs, like Western Conference
feels
Finals.
like it.
That's it.
Stephon Castle's a
That's
monster.
fine. Give the
Devin Vassell's a
MVP. It's like
monster.
those years that they would pick, Kareem Olajuwon over
Hakeem Olajuwon, yeah.
Hakeem Olajuwon over MJ. And it was just
And
like
he still won 5, yeah. Or
yeah,
like
it's like a popularity contest.
well, also you go back and you look at that Steve Nash almost unanimous MVP, and you're like, Kobe Bryant should have won that award.
Well,
There's
exactly.
no reason that he didn't.
So to the point, it's kind of a popularity contest.
But it's
in
so
the NBA, and
dumb,
it always
dude.
has
There
been,
shouldn't
and it
be
always will
Shea.
be.
And they're like, just give it another one to Shea. Like, for what?
Well, this is the problem. When you're so great, the criticism becomes so heavy that they want to bring light to their guy. And if Shea's the guy, then that's fine.
Yeah, it's like who they want to go. I think it should be Jayden Ivey for sticking up for his religion.
Yes, should be definitely Jayden Ivey for sticking up for his religion. Maybe Patrick Beth.
God would make me the MVP. And
Yeah,
I bet
right.
he would, Jayden.
Or maybe Anthony. What? No,
Edwards.
Anthony Edwards.
Yeah,
not
I
Anthony
mean, he's
Adams. That's
good.
Spice.
Yeah, he's Kareem Biggums.
That's Kareem Biggums.
I
I vote Kareem Biggums for the MVP, Vince. Give me Kareem.
It's Kareem, like Cream.
Oh, that's right. It is Kareem
Yeah,
Biggums.
Kareem Biggums.
Kareem Biggums. That's his brother.
But it is fun. Trailblazers looking like they're going to be in the play-in. The Bulls officially eliminated.
I think the play-in's so fucking stupid.
But
There's this
Mike,
COVID thing that somehow still exists today.
the Bulls are officially out of the play-in this year.
Oh, great. And they're still going to pick like 10.
No, they get you pick one. Maybe we'll see what happens.
No,
but
Vince. The odds of them picking one are like 0 to 2.
They're
or
3.
0 to
it's
10.
3.7 technically, right?
Okay, my bad.
But what the best team gets? What, a 12%? Like, it's not like it's like the highest thing in the world.
Not good.
I'm just saying, I'm happy that they're not in it anymore, and it's fun because we're not going to see the Heat and the Bulls or the Hawks and the Bulls. Like right now, we're looking at the Heat or it again, Magic. So what? 76ers, Magic, Heat, Hornets is what we're looking at for the play-in.
I think really when you boil this thing down, now you got Jason Tatum coming back.
Hey, we going to pick a team here?
It's the Celtics.
No, but we got to pick a little underdog team that we're going to root for.
Okay, this is always the dumbest thing because if there's any favorites that happen to come out,
we're not going to say that they're going to win, but
I just don't want the Cavs to win. Just give me the Pistons because the Pistons haven't done shit.
You don't want to
like
lock
20
in on the
years.
Trailblazers for fun?
No, Vince, I don't want to lock in on the Trailblazers.
You don't want to
'cause
lock
they're
on.
shit.
You don't want to lock in on the best shooting team we've ever seen in the fucking Charlotte Hornets.
No,
Why?
because Knipple.
Because the Thunder and the Celtics are going to go.
It is. It's over.
Yeah.
NBA has become the most predictable playoff
Who's going to win?
situation
Who's
of all
going to
time.
win the World Series in the MLB this year?
The Dodgers.
Okay,
Okay, another sport that's become totally.
there you
fucking
go. So
predictable.
why even watch any other baseball?
Well, because I'm a White Sox fan, I love them.
Oh. It's a sport, Mike. You watch it. You root for
do.
the underdog for fun.
No, I root for the White Sox.
My
'cause
team
I
is the
enjoy
Hornets,
pain.
and you're going to hate on it, and you're going to be like, meh, but they're
I met
fun
a
to watch.
fellow
dude.
Chicagoan today who I was like, yeah, I'm a White Sox fan, true and true. I grew up going to the games on the South Side. They live on the South Side. She went, oh, I'm sorry.
Yep. Everybody said. I
Literally said, oh, I'm sorry.
I told somebody in my fandom, and they're like, "Oh, are you all right?"
King
No,
of Pain.
I was like, "No, I might be a masochist."
That song, King of Pain by the Police.
Yep.
Right here.
I'm more
Vince,
of a,
okay.
I'm more of a Desert Rose. by
Regardless
Sting
of what
guy.
anybody wants to say of the record and this, and that, the Pistons are still an underdog regardless
because of Cade.
they're so fucking good.
Yep.
This year is their year. I feel like
Cade's
it's going
out,
to be an
Mike.
Easter. Yeah, but he's coming back right in time
Maybe
for the
we'll
playoffs.
see.
And they're 4.5 games up. And the Celtics, are limiting Tatum till the playoffs. Who knows? Halliburton on the Pacers isn't going to be a thing until next year, and they're reloading in Indiana, so that's going to be a thing. So next year it's going to look totally different. I have a feeling that you're going to see something here with the Pistons and the Celtics in the playoffs. I think we might have a little bit of like a bad boys Celtics era rivalry thing, but except, you fart on anybody in the lane now and you get a foul. So
You could just get in a fight, man. It happens. Still.
could be a fight. I think more fighting in basketball is necessary.
Isaiah Stewart.
Right?
Get him out there.
Give me more fights. Give me more chippiness.
Man, listen, the Palace 2.0.
One thing I love about Jokic is that man will just beat you up the whole
He'll
game.
brawl.
And no fucks given.
He leaves every game and his like super white skin. You can just see all the scratches on his arms, and you're like, hell yeah, he's the dog.
that's what we do in Serbia, and I just keep going.
You see, Caitlin Clark was on.
I love horse.
He was on NBA Countdown, or she was on NBA Countdown. And they were like, she's like, yeah, I really like Jokic. He's my favorite player in the game. And they interviewed him. She's like, you see, they said he's like, yeah, we have the same agent.
Yes, we have the same agent. She has to say that.
Yeah, tongue in cheek, but I was laughing. I'm like, that's so funny.
Chances are, who knows? But I mean, his game is nails, and he's one of the best in the league.
It's fun.
But come on, let's face it. The Celtics are going to be right there for the Eastern Conference Finals.
Pistons without Cade are still 7-3.
They're getting Cade back by the end of the month, and they're going to be fine.
Right.
Unless, barring any injuries, things could change. I don't think the Cavaliers have the horses.
What do you mean, James Harden in the playoffs?
Dude, James Harden in the playoffs is fucking tits on a bowl.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm not too worried about
Atlanta
James
Hawks
Harden
8-2 in their last 10. Jalen Johnson coming into form.
Atlanta Hawks, no. Don't miss me with that. I just don't see it.
You know who's having the best season since he was on the Raptors?
Kawhi Leonard.
He's balling this year and playing considerable minutes.
And they're still on the Clippers.
39-36, 6-4 in the last 10. We'll see what happens.
7th seed or the
8th seed.
Okay, Vince, you know what? If I'm going to pick any team as my little underdog fun here, give me the Rockets.
Nice. Mike finally has a little bit of joy in his fucking life.
Give
what
me
a
the
blast.
Rockets. NBA is just so predictable, but I'll
so
take the
is
Rockets.
MLB. So stop talking. Every time you want to talk about baseball, I'm going to be like,
We already know what's going to happen. We don't really
the
need to
Mariners
talk
last year
about
were
it.
your Cinderella team, and the
right,
Rockets
because
have similar potential.
I like playing along.
Okay, Vince. Okay, we're going to talk about playing along here in a hot second.
I'm gonna play with you in a hot second.
Oh, how you doing? Okay.
Oh,
The king of breadsticks. So one thing I'll say here is that the Rockets have the potential with KD balling the way he is, playing his face off right now on a young team, young court. They have the horses.
consistent basketball though. That's their problem.
Well, they were really good in the playoffs last year. Let's not forget they were a game away of being from the Western Conference.
But their issue was they couldn't score. Now they can, but they're going to play the ball through KD the whole time.
Yeah,
Something might happen.
could be fun. Is Jimmy Butler coming back? For
Jimmy
the
Butler
playoffs?
is not coming back this year.
Okay, that's fair.
no.
Yeah, toward the knee up.
Yeah, Steph's pretty much donezo a little bit this year too, so it's like try again next year type deal.
Yeah, those guys are starting to age out too, which is kind of crazy. It might be
sad.
time for the rebuild in Golden State. But I do think that the Rockets have the horses to do it. They spent a lot to get KD, and I feel like, that's going to be the play. If the Suns aren't.
Here's an
really
idea.
gonna be-
Here's an idea
They're
next
a 7
year.
seed. They might surprise some people, but
No, they've been really bad recently. Here's an idea. LeBron James is a free agent this offseason. He goes to the Warriors, and it's Steph, Jimmy, and LeBron, and it's just old man run.
No.
Just
LeBron, I think this is
Mike,
LeBron's done.
No,
He's done.
I think he's too.
Is he waiting on the other one to get to the league now?
No, well, he's playing in playoff basketball right now. He plays on the bench, but he's on Arizona. So, but no, I think it would be funny if like the old men gear up and they're like, let's get one more for each of us, and Curry and LeBron play on the Warriors next year.
I don't think that'll happen. I
It'd
think
be
he's
fun.
a Laker for the rest of
Yeah.
his life. Let's face it. He makes enough money. Life's good. You got Bronny in the G League. He comes up every now and again to play.
He's
a few
played his
minutes.
ass off in the G League too, which is crazy.
This is great. Good for him.
But so does Mac McClung, so it is what it is.
Correct. So when you're a career G Leaguer, you sell out some stadiums on the low level markets. Good for you.
Yep.
Right, but I do not believe in the status of the Hornets. I think the Hornets are just kind of. No, I'm just saying.
They're fun.
I like what's his nuts.
Con Knipple.
I like Con, and I like who's the guy who screams for the ball all the time? The Ball brother. I like the Ball.
LaMelo,
brother.
yeah.
I like LaMelo. He's kind of this goofy.
Speaking of a
shooter
bad
from anywhere.
driver.
Yeah, terrible driver. Notably a bad driver.
Yeah.
Gets a lot of tickets allegedly.
And he also just runs red lights. It's pretty insane. But I don't know. I'm just looking forward to some fun basketball. I like playoff basketball when they start
I
playing
just
too.
hope the kids have fun.
Yeah,
And
good for
give me
you.
the Rockets as my underdog team. Who's your underdog team?
My underdog team. Can I pick one per conference?
Sure.
I want the Hornets and I want the Trailblazers because they're both like fun young teams that something could happen.
Bold choice, Cotton. Let's see how it works out for him.
Won't not good is my plan.
See, and I'm the negative one.
Yep.
Go fuck yourself. All right.
I
Let's talk about some real basketball, shall we?
finish this.
Come on, give me the scores. I need
so
scores. I need
tired.
scores.
I'm so tired.
I'm a little toy too, bud. I got up and did cardio this morning. You didn't.
I know. I told you I wasn't gonna.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna tomorrow.
Okay. Meow.
Okay, let's put this recent shall we? Okay, so we got UConn. And it's Haiti. Motherfucking UConn.
Let's talk about UConn last because that was the fucking big one.
So we got Arizona, Purdue.
Let's talk about these two first because they were
Okay.
the simplest ones.
All right. The NCAA tournament's in full swing.
Yeah. We got Final Four, kid.
We got the Final Four, but before we get into the Final Four,
Let's talk about the Elite Eight.
let's talk about the Elite Eight, and let's also talk about how the fact that our picks are absolute garbage,
We knew.
and Waive beat us.
We knew what this was. We said
Shout out
it.
to
We
Kai.
said it at the beginning, and the percentages are just damning too. It's so funny.
She is 92% going into the Final Four. Insane.
We went into this and we were like, how do we prove that this is clearly just a crapshoot? And it is, we were following it a little bit. We know who's good, who's bad. We know like the key players and all that shit. We're like, we can pick something good. I picked Duke, didn't work out. You picked the Calipari guys, didn't work out. You were 53%, I was 56% to this what is it, juncture, whatever the term is.
This status era.
Yes, and your wife Kylie is at 98.6% accuracy.
It's insane.
Just
And she's talking shit too, which
she
is
did.
really funny.
We were calling her beforehand. She was like, "Are you gonna say that I'm beating your asses right now?" And we're
Are
like,
you gonna
"Oh
say that
yeah,
you suck?"
we will
And we're like,
absolutely say that."
Of course we'll
'Cause
say that.
We knew that was gonna
Also
happen.
sent her a text last night just to be like, hey, babe. She just said, look at those bracket losers. Okay, so there you have it. We're not good at this, even though we have a sports podcast. And by the way, to all you people out there who are like, oh, you didn't get your bracket right, you operate a sports podcast. Well, let's see your fucking bracket,
Right,
okay?
everybody lost, dude.
You want to talk shit?
Everybody lost.
Talk
dude.
shit, get hit. Okay, that's all I got.
Everybody lost, dude.
That's all I got.
So there was a couple games that were pretty much shit.
Yep.
The way I kind of see it
Sleepies.
is there were teams that we knew that were better that took a little bit of time to prove it, and there was teams that were a little bit better that took no time to prove it.
Correct.
And that was the whole bottom half of the bracket. It was Iowa versus Illinois. Iowa stuck with it for a while. Illinois is a very talented team, and they're full of Eastern Europeans that are ready to play. And really, once the second half hit off, it was like, okay.
filled
It was
with all
really
these
the last
bitches
the
are
last
just
12
awesome.
minutes was just like, all right, this is just Illinois to win. Do you see what their celebration is? Did you watch their celebration? in the
No,
locker
do
room?
they hit the Borat dance?
Dude, no, they have super soakers and they have super soaker battles in the
That's
locker
fantastic.
room. I know, but I'm scared there's going to be an injury.
How's that an injury with super soakers?
Because one dude was like on top of the locker area.
It's water.
I know. What if he eats shit off of that and breaks his face?
I don't know if they're highly athletic.
Yeah,
I don't
and
know if they're
6'7" on top.
Well, they're kids and they're having fun. The kids are having fun.
I'm with ya.
Leave it to the Eastern Europeans. They get a little.
And I want 'em to see
baklava, Get all the hummus dips and all the Mediterranean cucumber salads, and we're doing good.
We did lose our Cinderella, which is
Iowa.
sad, but also okay because you want to see the good teams play in good games at the end of the season.
To your point, Iowa had it in the first half. They looked really, really good. They went up by 10 quick, and then from there, U of I death by 1,000 cuts.
And they're like, oh yeah, we can score at will, and we are efficient on offense, and we're just going to keep doing that. And they just had better players.
Correct. And that's the biggest thing with this. And Iowa, you could say that, hey, they had their run, and it was their best run in over 30 years. So there's their first time in like an Elite Eight, I think, since like 1989.
I would say things are looking up.
Yeah. So things are looking up for their program. Granted, time will tell.
Yep.
Now, the next game you could say here is Michigan-Tennessee, was just a big old nothing.
Michigan proved they were the better team about 4 minutes in. You're like, oh,
You
okay.
thought Tennessee after their game, their first game, if it was on Friday, like you were like, okay, this could be a team.
Yeah, I mean they beat Iowa State convincingly, which was like holy shit. But also Michigan maybe is the best team in the country. So
Michigan may be the best team in the country.
I mean, dude, they beat them by 35 or 33 or whatever it was.
I understand, but like if you look at Dan Hurley and the coaching, and I don't know if you saw
For who? UConn?
Yes.
Okay, they're not the best team in the country though.
How could you?
The teams that you're looking at in the Final Four, they're probably the underdog. Just talent-wise and how they played all season. You've been watching them for fucking 5 games. I'm saying all season.
They're about to win the thing that means you're the best team in the
Except
country.
they have to go against Michigan and they have to go against Arizona, who have been better teams all year this year.
Well, Vince, only time will tell, but they're
I know,
also
but you
very
can't
well
say that
coached.
they're the favorites.
Dan Hurley has been here before.
I know he has.
Okay.
Which is a benefit.
It's a huge benefit.
They don't have better players, though.
How do you know that?
Because
It's
they
not
haven't played
necessarily
better
about-
all year, Mike.
They have a lot of young talent, and it's not necessarily about how you played during the regular season.
I
as we
know,
all
but
know.
I
It's
just
about how
wouldn't.
you
I
play
wouldn't
the
say
playoffs.
it's. I wouldn't say UConn's the favorite. Is all I'm saying.
Well, okay, Vince. Well, potato.
Not really. It's not all that.
I believe that UConn has a real shot to win this.
I think they do too. I think they have a 1 in 4 chance.
Well, they do have a 1 in 4 chance. I'm saying more of
You want to just get into it
50-50.
because clearly Michigan and Illinois they beat them.
No, we got to talk about St. John's and Duke, and that was a hell of a game. I mean, that was amazing. That game went down to the wire as well.
That was. It's just after that UConn game, it's like who gives a fuck about Duke anymore?
And I understand in Arizona and Arkansas, that game on Thursday night, it just got to a point where you're like, oh man, Arizona's really fucking
They're
good.
just stronger. Well,
Yeah.
it was like the same thing with the Purdue game.
Correct. Purdue was overmatched as well.
Well,
Now,
because they were in it the whole time, and at the end of the game, it was like, oh, Purdue's tired, and they've been playing hardball the whole game, and Arizona's just a better team, and they have
Yes.
more guys, and they're
Far more
deeper, and
talent.
they can just keep on playing them, and they have Bryce James.
oh yeah, that's it. The Bryce James is the real needle
I think he
mover
clocked
on
0 minutes in that game.
that. Correct. So he's just taking his time, which he'll be a part of that team.
He's gonna be
eventually.
He's gonna be a second round pick next year.
Or he just he plays next year, and who knows? He blows it out of the water. He's one of the best players in the game. Hits a growth spurt,
And
in
he's
the
a Laker.
offseason, and before you know it, he's a Laker.
He's 6'10" already, dude.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Now, one thing I will say about St. John's, they kept it very close to the end, and it just wasn't there. Now, Duke, everybody thought this was the team of destiny.
Felt like it.
Yeah, the Boozer brothers, great story. Carlos Boozer's son are doing really good things. Cameron Boozer looks to be the real thing.
He's gonna be a top 3 pick. Might be
Wouldn't
one.
surprise me.
Yeah.
He looks to be one of the better power forwards coming out this year. This game was insane.
And it's UConn.
Yes.
It's just, dude, they had
UConn Duke. This game was insane, but if I'm Cameron Boozer, this game might haunt him for a
Caden Boozer is the one that's gonna get haunted.
Oh, is it Caden?
Yeah,
Not
he's dude. Okay, everybody's seen it, but end of the game, he tries to pass it down the court. According to John Shire, he told him to do it, and it gets tipped. It ends up in Mullins' hands, and Mullins on UConn makes a beautiful 3-pointer to win the game outright, which is crazy. And you go back and look at it, and you're like, okay. Number one, they had a timeout. They get the ball there, they have to call a timeout. You have to call a timeout there.
Well, to your point, you got the timeout. You should definitely call it and get your team in order.
And the
considering you're
second thing
up-
is, there's
you're
3
up
seconds,
2.
Mike. Throw the ball as high as you can in the air.
or just hold it
Right.
and get the foul.
Right.
Go to the free throw line.
Put
and take
2
your
in.
chances.
Put 2 in. It's a 2. Yeah. It's just, there's so many options except.
Caden Boozer was shooting 80% from the free throw line.
Right.
So,
But also, you could throw it up in the air for 3 seconds.
no, Vince, you can't throw it up in the air for 3 seconds.
Why not?
Because it's just, no. you
Okay,
can't
it
do
drops
that.
back for half a second. They try to get the shot off on the other side of the court.
I'm assuming their head coach has done some, practice of this over the
No,
years.
he just wanted him to pass it down court where there's an open guy.
I think that's
waste
just a
the
good
clock
coach
out.
taking blame for a shitty situation. That's a
Throw
good
the ball
coach.
as high as you can in
That's
the
a
air.
good
There's 3
coach
seconds.
protecting his players. That's all that is. That's not saying that I told him to do anything. That's saying that, you know what, I probably should have called timeout. I fucked up. That's on me. That's probably what that situation was.
You have to call timeout there. It's
Well,
bad
you're
coaching.
right. You do.
It's bad coaching.
And I think that's something you'll learn from. And last year they were in the finals too, and they had some woes. So when you look at this,
Last year they were not in the finals, right? They got to.
no, they were in they were in the last game. They lost to Florida.
Was it Duke, Florida?
Yes.
I don't think they made it that far.
Go back in history, buddy.
Okay, I'll
Go
figure it out.
back in history. So this game was truly insane. Dan Hurley went nose to nose with the ref. What I think was even crazier about this whole thing.
Dude, he did go nose to nose with the ref. That should have been a...
Dude,
okay, wait, did you listen to the broadcast?
That's what I was just about to...
Yes,
so the
please,
broadcast for Duke...
Yeah.
Literally that
No, it was national.
Okay, so the 3-point shot... that 3-point shot goes in by the freshman.
Yeah, they played Houston last year, Mike.
Basically from the logo. My bad.
Yeah. They were in the Elite Eight, I think, when they lost.
So... goes in at the logo. And you saw it leave his hand. You're like, oh, fuck, that's good. And
everybody else is like, oh, shit.
Everybody's losing their minds.
Yeah.
The Duke announcers go, oh, well, so-and-so ran on the court, so technically that's a technical.
That wasn't the Duke announcers. That was the national broadcast. He puts it in. He's like, and it's in. And that should be a technical because the guy ran on the court. He was in the game. He was allowed to run on the court if he wanted to. They just wanted Duke to win so bad.
Yeah, everybody wants Duke to win. But
no, nobody does except for the announcers. Everybody else wanted to see him lose.
Dan Hurley's reaction was fantastic, going nose to nose with the ref. Half of his sport coat still on.
That should have been a tech too. And you're
lost his shit. What the better reaction was Dan Hurley's mom.
Yep.
The Hurleys are a family of basketball lore. Like their dad was a basketball coach. Yep. All the kids wanted to be basketball players.
Brothers, both coaches. Yeah.
All of them. So this is a family lineage of that. They zoom in on the mom, and they showed the mouth reading. She goes, holy fucking shit. Yeah. Holy fucking shit. So truly, that is a wonderful reaction. Paraphrasing a little bit here. But then again, you just love to see old ladies lose it.
In respect to the ref, he came out after. He was like, you just want to say some words to me? And then he did, and then he left. He didn't say a word when he went nose to nose with them, but the ref's just like, I'm not going to call tech on that. That's stupid. And he goes, no, call tech on the guy running on the court. It's just like, well, I don't know why they were so butthurt about them winning. These
coaches need to take it easy because they could lose their team, some potential issues here. If, you get a tech in that moment, that doesn't look good for you.
Well, it's just UConn, UCLA. I mean, you got hot coaches. Brad Underwood used to be a hot coach back in the day.
Yeah. You know what's crazy about UConn? Bill Murray's son is the assistant head coach, so he's like second in line at UConn. Mm-hmm. Just got a head coaching job at like Providence or something.
Yeah.
So
they need a head coach, Big East,
which is crazy, by the way. Which is crazy. That what a story.
It's kind of crazy, but also it's like Bill Murray's son. So
is Bill Murray's son like some basketball?
I don't know, but also
Clearly.
It helps that his dad's Bill Murray.
How does that help you? That
he knows people. I don't know, dude. It's an easier way to connect connection.
Yeah. That is fair. All honesty, fair statement.
Yeah, it'd be crazier if you were the assistant head coach.
One day, man.
Yeah, okay.
One day. My basketball roots will,
No, you'd go into the tournament and you're like, well, Arizona's just going to win, so why are we even watching it?
See, I don't believe that.
Yeah,
and with that statement, let's get into the Final Four.
No, let's talk about Arizona-Purdue, dude.
Okay, yeah, Arizona's good. You stated it best.
Yeah.
Purdue was cooked. They were just playing back-to-back,
they were cooked
really
the
tough
last
games.
5-6 minutes.
U of A does in fact have the horses and has a whole lot of talent. They're really long and they score a lot of points.
Yeah.
So when you look at this game, it's not really a surprise.
Yeah, but Purdue, all their seniors, it was their last year with this squad, and you're like, fuck, if they had it, this is the last time it's going to happen.
Man.
But
we'll
see. We'll see how it is. It's just they had.
Don't restart.
Well, you have teams that have freshmen that are one and done. And you're like, we'll see what happens. But Purdue was like a team full of seniors and a team where you're like, this is the one that's got to happen, and it didn't happen. And this wasn't their best team, but it sucks to see it. But anyway, Final Four.
Let's get to the Final Four, okay?
Yeah.
Sorry for all you Purdue lovers out there. I know you went to Purdue because you tell everybody. But let's talk about the Final Four. So, Final Four, nice little scene here. We got UConn, U of I.
Yep.
Which is about to be a banger. And then we have Michigan, Arizona.
1-1 matchup versus a 2-3 matchup.
Which is fantastic.
Yep.
I love this. So, let's start with the higher seeds. So we have Michigan, who Vince has claimed could be best team in the country.
I said that Arizona and Michigan are both better than UConn. That's all I said.
Okay. Fair enough. Then you have U of A, arguably best team in the country.
Yep.
Vince, what are your thoughts on this game?
I like Arizona. I hate that I do because everybody took Arizona this year, but I like them. I think they're going to win this game. But I think it's going to be close down to the wire. Michigan can score a lot, but it just feels like...
Michigan can score a lot, and they also play very good defense, and their length is something to keep in mind when we're looking at this game. They're big as well, and U of A is very big. So I think it's going to be a battle. Dude, I think this is going to be a game.
I have an ESPN take ready.
Okay.
Whoever scores the most points is going to win this game. But I mean it because it's just like whose offense can outlast the other one. Really, is the argument.
From a technical standpoint, if we're looking at this,
dude,
the long, the strong. Whoever scores the most points wins the game.
I saw a video on about ESPN the other day, and it was Kendrick Perkins joins the show to defend his comments about a comment that he made yesterday on the show. And the whole segment was him talking about how he was right yesterday. I was so enamored by it. I was like, this is so stupid.
ESPN has lost it over the years so much.
It is the worst.
I just prefer when you just could click on ESPN and you're like, wow, here's Stephen A. Smith and, Jamel Hill.
Yeah.
Or Jamel Hill's the worst.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't want to see that. I don't want to see Stephen A. Smith or Jamel Hill. I want to see, Tony Reale on Around the Horn, or I want to see, a Sports Center with a ticker on the left.
I like Skip and Stephen A. I thought it was
but that was the beginning of the end, though. You know what I'm saying?
When Skip was out here pledging his allegiance to Tim Tebow.
That was the beginning of, the psycho yell at each other situation. They're like, well, this works, so everybody has to just yell at each other all day. It's so dumb.
It was a good time to be in sports.
It was. But then they're like, oh, this works, so let's just rinse and repeat this 90,000
It'd be like if Vince and I screamed at each other for an hour.
I don't have the patience nor interest in doing that.
We just give some egregious take. Arizona has the longest team I've ever seen in my entire life.
He's like, they're longer than everybody. It's like,
they're longer than everybody.
And then JJ Redick's on there like, no, they're not.
Skip's out here. No, you're wrong.
Skip Bayless and Caleb Williams got into it this week, so.
Oh, boy. That's fun.
Yeah, we'll get into that later. But so who are you taking, Arizona or Michigan?
Something in my gut's telling me Michigan's going to win this game.
Okay.
I don't know why.
So we're split there. I could see either happening for sure.
It just seems like U of A is really good, but it seems like Michigan's just got this thing where they play good teams well. You look at what Tennessee did. They beat Iowa State, a very good team. And then you see U of A beat Purdue. That's fine. That's kind of thought of. That would happen.
Look at the scoring is really all it is. Michigan in the round of 64, 101 points. Okay. Michigan in the round of 16, or of, what is that, 32, 95. 16, 90, 8, 95. They're going to score 90 points. And Arizona scored 90 points successfully 2 times of the floor.
It's, of course, defense is a part of this game, unlike the NBA. So you're going to see solid defense on both sides of the basketball, and
they just can score at will.
Is that the right phrasing? Both sides of the basketball. Anyways,
both sides of the court.
Yeah, let's talk about UConn, U of I. I think this is the best game of the weekend.
This is more exciting. The two better teams are on the other side, I think, but this is more exciting to match up. Yeah.
Yeah. U of I, Homer. I want them to win.
I do too.
U of I, they got all the Viches, they got all of the Serbs. The Serbian community is going to lose their shit. The Stojakovic brother or son is on the team. He's dogging.
They're consistent. That's the thing.
Talk about a team that could score at will. Now UConn played Duke, another team that could score at will, down 20 points.
UConn spark plugs.
Would like to remind everybody that no team in the Elite Eight has ever lost a game up 20 at the half. And it's 146-0.
Yeah, Duke's
now it's 146-1.
Yep.
So it's bananas in every way. So this is something that UConn's a team. They're very well coached. So is U of I. It would be a great story. U of I would be the one team that gets back to the
first time since
Final Four championship and all of it. All March Madness tournament at 25 years, 20 years.
It'd be fun, but
crazy.
You're taking them? You're taking U of I?
Yeah, I have to.
I am too. I just think they're more consistent than UConn is.
I feel like at the run ends, I feel like you can only go so high, and then you got to kind of come back down.
You can't be surprised about anybody winning any of this at this point, but it's just
Vince, once again, I think the team who scores the most points wins.
Yeah, I mean, you did say UConn was the best in the country, and now they're going to lose this game. So.
It's just where my gut's going.
I know, I'm with you. I agree.
It's just what I said. They're one of the best teams in the country.
So it's Illinois versus one of these two, and then who wins it then?
Oh, see, we gotta wait. We gotta wait till next week.
Okay, I mean, Arizona or Michigan's going to win this, so
I hope they have fun.
I hope the guys just have fun. They're kids.
I hope the kids have fun.
They're millionaire
way.
kids.
It's been a hell of a tournament. I've enjoyed watching it thoroughly.
Yeah.
What I do disagree with, and if you're listening to this TBS and all you people who make the TVs TV, on a Sunday night when there's nothing else on and you put in games in the early afternoon to mid afternoon and then there's nothing on in prime time, bad move.
Yeah, we get this weekend. We get 5 Central, 6 Eastern, and then we get 9 Eastern, 8 Central. So we have night games here.
So Saturday, this is all Saturday night, correct?
Mm-hmm. Indianapolis, Indiana, where dreams come true.
Where dreams come true, and one day we'll be hosting Arlington Heights, Illinois, as we hope.
We'll see.
With a great leeway into that, the Bears are back in the news again, and the NFL is a topic of discussion because why not? And NFL coaches meetings are on the way in Arizona at the Biltmore Hotel.
Handsome pick for the
Ben
boys.
Johnson looking like a pissed off freshman.
Yep.
Love to see it, or pissed off sophomore, technically. But the Bears, Kevin Warren, came out today and essentially said that the ideal choice in Illinois is, in fact, Arlington Heights, which nobody saw that coming.
Yeah.
And essentially, the ace in the hole for the Chicago Bears is Indiana if this shit does, in fact, hit
Didn't
the fan.
we
So there you have
agree that we wouldn't talk about it if nothing happens? Because nothing happened, Mike.
Let's talk about the picture. Put the picture up on the screen.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Hawkeye coaches.
You think I can just fucking do that from here?
You could do it.
How?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Here's me, Vince. We're sitting right next to each other. Make this happen, will you?
Whoosh!
Put it up on the YouTubes.
And there's no
So
fucking
if you
shot.
look at this picture, Ben Johnson's in this. Okay.
I'll put this in After Effects. We're fine. We can look at
If
it.
you zoom in on the coach's picture of John Harbaugh's socks, he's wearing loafers with white socks.
Where is he?
He's sitting right next to his brother Jim.
Oh, yeah.
Look at how tragic this is. Look.
Oh, dude. Okay, so loafers and White Sox.
Don't do it, fellas.
No, loafers and White Sox. Solid move if you're trying to style a little bit. Loafers and white.
Vince, he's 60.
Listen to me. Solid move.
Uh-huh.
Loafers and white ankle socks.
Not a move.
He needs to be eviscerated off this earth. He needs to be burned and murdered. That is insane. I didn't even notice that until right now.
Burned and murdered.
Yeah, in that order.
Burned and murdered. I mean, I think that's extensive. Maybe just get some no-shows.
Yeah.
Get some no-shows, baby. Get some no-shows.
How do we feel about coaches wearing shorts in this picture?
I feel like it's a little toasty and AZ right now.
I know, but that's not. You got to power move it, boys. Dons don't wear shorts.
Show a little leg.
Dons don't wear shorts.
Let's face it, Dons do not wear shorts.
Sean Payton and Sirianni, they both.
Johnson out here looking like a pissed off khaki wearing dad.
Yeah, and yeah. I think it was cool too that Ben Johnson's sitting next to Stefanski, and he's just like, I'm not going anywhere near the floor. I don't want to be anywhere near.
Yeah, they're sitting on opposite ends of the rung. But
like, no
if
thanks.
I was the camera guy, I would definitely be like, Ben and Matt, why don't you guys sit next to each other?
Yeah, Penn, Matt, and Dan sit next to each other.
Well, him and Dan are fine.
I know,
would put
but
Dan
I'm just saying, in funny, yeah. And
Dan's such a fucking
also,
unit.
Salah's such a beefcake, dude. In this
Robert
picture.
Salah's a
He's such
freak.
Beef, dude.
Robert Salah's a freak. And then there's Andy Reid out here just looking like the dad. Who's
Yeah.
just like, I'm happy to be here.
Yeah. He's like, I can't believe I'm still here.
Biltmore property, historic property. Every president in the United States has, in fact, stayed there. So good
They
lord.
say built more, but it's been there so long, it's almost like they built less there.
Hey. Most notably, a Frank Lloyd Wright inspired property.
Sick.
He did actually have some design to do with that.
Dog.
Wonderful property. Been there for a wedding. Shout out to the sis-in-law and bro-in-law. Beautiful fucking event.
Damn.
Yeah. I've been there. More pools on that property than you expect. There's like 5 pools on that property.
That's the most pools I've heard out of on a property
Yeah,
that
they're all
isn't a
just
water
like you
park.
can do whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
And they're like jazzy.
Probably swim, right? What do you mean do whatever you want to do?
You hippo around.
Yeah, I'm going to go in that pool, take a shit in it. I can do whatever I want.
I mean, you can, but they have like beautiful tile workings on the bottom of the pool, and it's gorgy.
I love it.
So 10 out of 10 would recommend if you're in Arizona. Mike resides there these days. Check it out. Okay. Ben Johnson, of course, had his 30 minutes with the press during this. Mm-hmm. And basically said, fuck those wins last year. We got a new season going this year.
Love it.
Questions about the draft were asked. And he stated that the Bears have positioned themselves this offseason to pick, in quote, the best available player at 25.
He's going to say that so they can open up trade opportunities.
Correct. Potentially. Now, he did, in fact, state that they do have needs at left tackle, defensive end, and defensive
left tackle because he was talking about Trapillo, and he's like, I don't know when he's going to be back. And
the man ruptured his patella
I know,
tendon,
but some people are saying, like, 3-4 weeks, and he's like, I'm not saying shit until I know, which I appreciate.
Well, you appreciate all of it.
But you know who's looking yoked?
Oh.
Braxton Jones.
Allegedly. He has no ass. The man has no ass.
Maybe he did a lot of squats. That's what Mike wants. He wants to watch the Bears and he wants to see big fat ass on the
Okay, listen. There's a couple things that top tier offensive linemen
and it's cake
in common. Okay.
It's cake.
And I'm sorry, not in a gay way, but in a real way.
Yeah.
You gotta have a little fucking mass back there.
You gotta be throwing that ass back there, baby.
You gotta have some cake, okay? And those are things that just help you anchor against a pass rush. Mm-hmm. You gotta sit in the chair.
Yeah, twerk them away.
You gotta be able to cover that back corner. You gotta be able to sit back. You gotta have some good bend. Braxton Jones, over the course of the past couple of years, has not had good bend. He's bending at his hips. You gotta bend at your knees.
I agree.
These are things going back. Big guy love. I talked to, former college, offensive linemen. I understand the lore.
And they could throw some ass.
That you gotta have a strong bottom half if you're gonna compete at the next level. I'm sorry, it's just kind of 101. I'm sorry. If I'm drafting an offensive lineman, I'm looking at the ass.
You're like Jerry Jones for the backside.
Well, Jerry Jones,
he wants to see dong. You want to see butt.
He's out here, he's out here looking at dong.
Braxton Jones, big fat ass. Let's draft him.
No, here's the thing.
I know.
An a la Mike Stass ass, which doesn't exist.
Yeah. Some people have shelves. Some people have slopes. You have a slope.
Yeah, dude. I have a wall of an ass.
Yeah.
Right? And Braxton Jones is on a similar plane. Mm-hmm. So hopefully he got big. He's up to 310, so to speak. They brought him back. Okay, let's see where it goes. You should still draft one. And maybe that's not in the first round, right?
Safety, edge rusher.
Proctor. If they're going to be drafting a, offensive tackle.
Safety, edge rusher, tackle.
But there really isn't a left tackle in this draft. That's the problem. Mm-hmm. So defensive end is truly the top of the priority list. Now they're saying Ryan Poles is sniffing around ASU's pro day, sniffing around Alabama's pro day. All have top-tier left tackles. Who knows? They may drop. Who knows? We may trade back in this, get more picks. Time will tell.
Anything is possible.
The Bears need a banger of a draft, though, if we're going to come back next season. Although I like Ben Johnson's words this year and this offseason stating that everything restarts. Fuck those wins. It's all new.
He's right.
It's a new group of guys.
No one gives a shit about last year. What's happening this year?
I like Khalif Raymond. I think it's a solid pickup. Pro Bowl returner.
Yep.
Guy who worked in that offense
plays
before.
the Duvernay spot. Why not?
Need to get better. We need to get better at catching the ball and running routes and finishing routes.
He said that as well.
Yeah. So I like it. In other news, OBJ was seen at the Biltmore property.
Yeah.
Most notably, just played in a flag football game, which Joe Burrow is playing like he's in the Super Bowl in, which is nuts.
Well, yeah, he has a defense in that one, so he can actually play.
And just a subtle reminder that Tom Brady could probably play again.
Yeah, he could.
Right now.
They did lose like 63-14, though.
It doesn't matter. I mean, hey, all those flag football pros were like, we're good. Check us out.
They might be onto something. Who knows?
They're not onto shit.
We'll see.
They take one hit in a real NFL game, they're not coming back.
I know. I'm saying they might be onto something that flag's a little bit different.
They're little sweet peas, Vince. They're not built to play in the
That's
NBA,
all I'm saying.
NFL. So OBJ's seen sniffing around, and he said they did meet with John Harbaugh and the New York Giants to see if there might be a fit. So
go ahead, Malik Neighbors and OBJ. What a combo!
That'd be sick.
What a combo!
I mean, absolute psychopaths. So that's the NFL.
Oh yeah,
you said,
Justin Fields. Justin Fields got traded to the Chiefs
Oh, yeah. This is
And
new news.
the theory and the story, whether or not it's true or not, is something. But there was a trade package to the Packers, and he said, I'm not going there. And I love
Props.
that. I love that.
Props to you, Justin. I give you a lot of credit for that. I believe that the Chiefs is probably the best move you could do if you're going to try and compete.
Yeah, especially with Mahomes, coming back on that injury.
Well, if there's a better coach to play for, Andy Reid's him. So
Billy Donovan also could leave the Bulls, by the way. We didn't talk about that.
Billy Donovan is most likely going back to college.
That's cool. It's good for him. It's good for us.
In a recent interview, he was basically just on the record saying that, no, I'm not focused on that right now, blah, 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 which basically just means he's gone.
I don't think he likes Arturas Karnisovas, and he's like, fuck it. I'm going to go win in the college again.
I'm going to go recruit. I'm going to go look at the NIL thing. It's basically free agency. Give me a bag somewhere. UNC is on the...
Oh, also, I forgot about this, too. Iowa went 18, 15, and 12.
Awesome.
At least we got Rob Dillingham.
Love Rob Dillingham for Iowa. Good for Iowa.
Oh, well.
What about Caleb and Skip Bayless is new, Vince?
Oh, yeah. Caleb wanted to trademark Iceman. George Gervin said, hey, that's my nickname. Skip Bayless is like, don't steal the nickname from him. Have respect for your elders. It's kind of a nothing burger, but just... It's first off, George Gervin trademark it 30 fucking years ago.
Yeah, well, it's just a mute point.
And also,
you
it's
don't have
not
the
a
wherewithal.
It's not a big deal. And also, like, get a trademark and you guys do an advertisement for like Polar Ice or something like that, or like those like drinks, and just be like, we're the two Icemen. All of that's fine.
Caleb's wise. If you want to really just shut him up, just say, hey, you can be in the first commercial.
Yeah, but also like Skip Bayless is just grasping at straws for that shit.
Just
so
trying
stupid.
to be relevant again. Skip Bayless and his wife talked about Israel like 2 months ago.
I know.
Next, so
yeah, no, it wasn't even 2 months ago. It was like a couple weeks ago.
Even better, yeah, because we need to hear Skip's opinion on,
And it was like his wife said
war.
one thing, and then he just went on a tangent. It's Skip Bayless is grasping at the straws, but
Skip Bayless is a walking skeleton.
Whatever.
Nobody even knows who this gentleman is.
I know.
anymore.
It's like when he went shirtless that one time. It was hilarious, and that was about that was
Skip shirtless.
Yeah.
All you old ladies getting a teaspoon dry.
He's pretty.
What?
He's pretty stacked for an old man, though. I'll give him that.
Yeah, well, that's what happens when you're in the public eye.
Yep.
Well, I hope Caleb does, in fact, trademark the Iceman. The other day on Caleb's IG, him and Rome and Monungai and Luther Burden are all in SoCal getting reps in. And
I only saw the Rome video with Rome's friend that was playing receiver, too, but
Colson Loveland's there as well, man. They're getting working right
Colson
now.
Loveland looks stacked, too, dude. I saw the horniest post from some Bears fan. They're just like, I don't know how you could see Colson looking like this and pick Tucker Kraft. And I'm like,
All right.
He's looking way too hot to like Tucker.
Listen, he's like every girl's like little crush from 30 under.
Yep.
30 plus.
He's a hot man. We like him.
I get it, but ladies, let's face it, he's a youngin'. All right, so take it easy.
Yeah. Take it easy.
I mean, hey, he's going to be the talk of the town in Chicago. so
Hopefully.
him and Caleb.
Good
ice
season,
it out.
boys. Come on.
Let's go. All right. Well, as always, road games are fun.
Yeah, boy.
It's a late night pod. and
Yeah,
we love
it's
late night.
late right now.
It's great. As you can see, Vince progressively as the pod has gone.
I
has
know.
been doing
I'm
this.
drooping, kids.
It's just been a down plane.
I'm drooping. We got the low voice on right now.
Just like, all right, guys. Well, hope you had fun. And we
Iceman.
had a lot of fun too. Iceman, sweet Logan. We hope Caleb does it. We hope you enjoyed the show. As always, we'll see you again next week.
Peace.
Talking Tales with Mike and Vince. Oh, you know. Jazzy beats while we dispense. Yeah, you know.